monetize it.
How much money do you think you could legit make on an OnlyFans?
Oh,
with your following,
millions.
Like I think you could make.
And I'm not saying
like
that because I'm
$10 million
famous,
a week.
Yeah, I'm not saying that because I'm famous. It's because it would be legitimate. I'd be great.
Yeah.
I know this is not a brag. I'm not trying to brag. I am really good at being like pornographic. Like I like porn. I'm good at like when I feel like a camera's on me, I'm really, really good. I just
the show.
I'm more comfortable like with a camera on me, and so I know that I'd be fantastic at porn. I know. So yeah, but I could never do it. I could never expose myself in that way. I'm just like too insecure. I would really, if I ever started going to sex parties or any of these things I want to do, I would want to be anonymous. I would wear a mask. I wouldn't want anyone to know they fucked Nikki Glaser.
Are you going to sex parties?
No, but I'm definitely talking to my friends who I know would know ones that are happening that I would want to be invited to.
Would you?
I'm
being
like, let's go together.
Because you're famous?
No, I would go to them. I don't have anyone to go with. I want to go with someone who I don't like, who is not wanting to try to fuck me, like a friend.
Go with Colin. What the fuck? Go with Andrew Collin.
Oh, he doesn't want to go to sex parties. And he gets like too horny. I don't like being around his horniness. I want to go with a friend who I don't feel uncomfortable with their horniness. And maybe I'd like to go with someone who maybe we have kind of a vibe, but like it wouldn't happen there. But like it's just kind of fun to watch each other feel a vibe or something. Like it. I've been asking around.
This
is
the slippery slope, though. This is like you will end up like
what?
You end up, I don't know, like
happy, pleased, content.
Well, that is like
every night you need to go to a sex party. It would just be an inconvenience.
Well,
it's not like it's a problem.
It wouldn't be every night.
But
it's
you,
like okay,
you think and you say that, but it's just like I don't know. Eventually, maybe
that
becomes
commonplace.
commonplace.
Anything else in your life that you get obsessed with? I mean, like I right now am obsessed with guitar in a way that's taking from my life. Like I don't eat or sleep sometimes because I'm just wanting to play guitar and sing and do all this stuff, and it's kind of like becoming an addiction. But it's like, so what? It's like I'm getting really good at guitar. I'm like happy when I'm doing it. I have a addictive personality, so I think I could
Playing the guitar is different than getting fucked in a dungeon every night, though.
No, it's not, because it's two things that make me feel great and feel
I'm
my
just saying
feelings.
one's easy to do.
Something.
One's a lot more of a production.
It's no.
Not if you have it in your house because
you're
you're
very easy to have
rich.
sex if you have a lot of money, and like it is to like set up your life and like. And find someone to do it, and especially if you can pay someone to do exactly what you like.
Do you think that you knew this about yourself when you like first started having sex or first started watching porn, that you would
No.
you never really know, right?
No idea.
When Asa Akira used to be our co-host, when she first started working at Barstool, we were doing a show with her, and she kind of like looked around the room and she said something like, I bet like 1/3 of the guys here like stuff in their ass, and we were like, get the fuck out of here, no way. We were younger, right? And then like she ended up working with us for a couple years. She ended up moving on. Several years later, me and John are having a beer one day at the bar, and just out of nowhere, like it popped up, and John just goes, we owe Asa Akira an apology.
Yes.
And it was just a matter
I have formally reached out and apologized.
like you were right.
Like, you're right.
And that was the difference. That was the difference between like 20. For me, it was like 27 and 29, and whatever the ages was.
It's insane that guys won't admit they like it, and they think it's gay. Gay men do not have something in their asshole that you don't, that makes it feel good. We all, it can feel good to anyone. Stop this.
But it was even funnier that it was like I knew things about myself, but I was like, but there's no way like that dude and that dude. I'm looking at the room, and then you realize I'm like, yeah, that dude and that dude, like any and all of them. It's a wild.
I know. I wish more people got into it, but
it's
I'm lucky that I love it so much. Like I feel the way I feel about anal sex. It's like I really feel like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that I enjoy that much, because it's such a different feeling, and it's so fun, and it's like. And it's just, there was a long time that I felt really ashamed of it. And of course, I still get embarrassed when there's like compilations of me talking about anal sex, and it seems like that's all I do. And I'm just trying to be like a cool sex girl that like makes every guy horny. But I really am embarrassed about it. I mean, it's embarrassing to like getting fucked up. I mean, I remember the first time I sat on a thing when I was like 10 and was like, that feels good. Like a railing at my friend's house, and being like, whoa, that feels weird, that feels so good. I can never feel that again. And then now I'm just like, yes, I'm
It's
so
like a
glad for
skill.
my disability.
Yeah. You know what? I think of it as like if I was a chick who could do that and like unleash that on guys, it's like a superpower to have. I would. That's like if you like to work out in the morning. I'm always jealous of people who work out in the morning, or people like to eat healthy. They actually enjoy it. It's like this is a special thing that nobody else can handle. I can do that no problem.
Yeah, I like salads. I always say that about myself.
Right.
Like, I mean, anal and liking salads have to, those things, you know, they're at odds. So I've been eating a lot less salads. But but yeah, I always am grateful. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I like fruits and vegetables. Like that's such, you could easily not like it. Yeah.
You want the good news or the bad news? What do you want, the good news or the bad news?
I always go good news first.
All right, the good news is when we started this shit, only 10% of people watching our YouTube videos were subscribed. And now it's up to 40%. So that's almost like a 50-50 split. That's a 30% increase. A little math for you. That's the good news.
Too much math for me, but it's good news.
You know what the bad news is? That still means 60% of you motherfuckers aren't subscribed. It still means the majority.
It's a good thing I asked first, because that would have been backwards.
That'd have been terrible, yeah. Imagine if I was like, well, the good news is...
It's good thing I fucking go good news first.
60% still just freeloading off of our videos. And guess what? It's YouTube. You're all freeloading. It's not really all... The only cost is to push the fucking button.
Just push it. Push the button.
Push it. Push it real good.
Push it real good!